What if I told you that Rome didn't actually fall in 476? It survived for another 1,000 years. Hidden in the shadows of history, a second Roman Empire rose in the east, more powerful, more advanced, and more mysterious. But in 1453, everything changed. A city that had stood for over 1,000 years fell in a single brutal moment. This is the story of the empire that refused to die until history finally erased it.
After the fall of Western Rome, the Eastern Roman Empire continued to survive. Its capital was Constantinople, a city so powerful that no army in the world could breach its walls. This empire didn't call itself Byzantine. They called themselves Romans. They preserved laws, science, architecture, and knowledge while Europe fell into chaos. For centuries, they believed their city was eternal. By the 15th century, a new power was rising. The Ottoman Empire was expanding rapidly, led by a young and ambitious ruler. His name was Mehmed II, later known as Mehmed the Conqueror. He saw Constantinople not just as a city, but as the key to an entire world. Meanwhile, inside the city, the empire was collapsing from within. Weak leadership, empty treasury, and political division. The walls were strong, but the empire was not. In 1453, the siege began. Massive cannons were built, unlike anything the world had ever seen. Day after day, the walls of Constantinople shook under relentless bombardment. The defenders fought bravely, but they were outnumbered and outgunned. Fire, smoke, chaos. The once invincible city was slowly breaking apart. For weeks, the world held its breath. Then came the final night. The Ottomans launched a massive assault. Waves of soldiers rushed the walls. And for the first time in 1,000 years, the defense began to collapse. At dawn, the unthinkable happened. The gates were breached. The city was inside. Panic spread through the streets of Constantinople. Emperor Constantine XI fought until the very end, but he vanished in the chaos of battle. No one knows exactly how he died. The city that once ruled the world was lost. Churches were silenced. Flags were replaced. And an empire that survived a millennium was gone in a single day. The fall of Constantinople didn't just end an empire. It changed the entire world. Scholars fled to Europe, carrying knowledge that would fuel the Renaissance. Trade routes shifted. Power moved west. And history entered a new age. But for many, the question still remains. Was this truly the end of Rome? Or just the end of its final form? Empires don't disappear overnight. They fade. They weaken. And then they fall. The Eastern Roman Empire survived where others failed. But even the strongest walls in history cannot hold forever. If you enjoyed this story, subscribe for more cinematic history, lost empires, and untold truths. Because history is never as simple as it seems.